number 7 is the year we're going to talk about right now. Wow. I will tell you, this is actually the year that I'm in currently in 2024. I'm going through a personal year number 7, so I know it deeply. I really call this year focused expert. Focused expert. That's what I want to call it. The focused expert. This is a year where you're going to be really called to becoming the expert in something. Many times, so just so you know, number 7s are typically a little more inward focused. They have the energy of someone that enjoys being the expert. They're very, they're open to people's ideas and thoughts, but they're not one that will take someone's thought as their own until they've done their research or they've dived into whatever that subject is and made a conclusion for themselves. And so many times the energy of 7 is a very spiritual number. It's a very spiritual energy. And what happens when someone is going through a personal year 7, many times you're going to be drawn to a subject or a topic or a focus that you really feel passionate about. And you just want to know every aspect of that. So this is a year to really possibly go back to school, take a class, learn something deeply, read a bunch of books about something that really lights you up inside. And what many people find is that in a year 7, you will have a spiritual awakening. Not always, but many times. And or if you're already sort of spiritually awoken, you might even have an awakening that brings you to that next level. It's really a divine year. And it also defines your next 3 years, because many times what we focus on in this year 7 ends up being sort of the focus as we're starting to end out this 9-year cycle and moving into the next. So we'll talk about that in the next one. But when you're in a year 7, you're going to want to learn something. You're going to want to learn it well and deeply. You're going to want to become the expert in it. Many times you're going to go inwards. Part of the shadow of a 7 is that you may not be, if you're sort of a social, number, let's say you happen to be a 3 or even a 5, where they're very excited and adventurous or just joyful and want to be around people. It is possible that in this year you're feeling a little more reserved. You're feeling like you're not really called to go out. You kind of want to be at home and be in your little space. It's not uncommon in a year 7 that you kind